Hi, this is when you reach your destination and how to set up the leveling system. First of all, what you want to do, a lot of times this is the battery switch, and it can get bumped as you're exiting the motorhome. So you just want to make sure that's turned on. You know, you might want to check it periodically too, make sure it's on. There's a little green LED light. But you're at your destination. First thing you want to do is level the motorhome. So you're going to hit this top button, auto level. You're just going to push it once, and then it's going to do the rest of the work for you. It's going to show these little indicators when it's leveled, and pretty much all you do.
So what do you do if it says that it's
So, and if you're on a slope,
excess slope?
yeah, if you're like, say, you know, you're backing up and you want to be on an even surface, preferably like pavement, gravel, you know, a campground. We'll have that capability. So here's the jacks coming out of the bottom that are going to level the RV.
So if we're at an excess slope, it will flash.
Indicate. So right now we're in our driveway, so it's showing that I have an excess slope right here. So what you want to do is bring it back to store, and that's going to bring the jacks back to the vehicle. Let me show this. So I have these plates that will go in place of if you can't find like an even surface, if you are on a slight grade, up to a couple inches, you know, you can put 2 of these under each jack on both sides, and then you can level it again, and it should give you so anything more than 2 inches, you probably want to move to a different spot, find a more nice even surface. Otherwise your slope's going to be just too much, and the jack system won't be able to level it, and it might overextend the leveling system.
Okay. So should we show now how to, well...
So hold on. So you want me to go into when you're... Okay. Let's just say... All right.
Reversing it?
So now we leveled our RV. Everything's good. So what you want to do to move the slide out...
So you see that there's no space. You can't
The
get to the master bedroom.
So what you want to do, engine has to be running and the emergency brake has to be on for the slide out and for the leveling system. So keep that in mind. So right now the engine's running, the emergency brake's on. I'm going to hit the out button for the slide room out, and it's going to slide the entire slide outward. And then you're just going to hold it, and you'll hear the motors extend, and they'll kind of like reach their end point. And that's it.
That's it.
And then your slide out's out. You got your room to access the rear master bedroom.
So always make sure that everything's clear, that you have room on the other side of the RV when you're putting the slide out.
So like, it's really important to have back here by the bed, your luggage, coolers, all that stuff needs to be out of the way when you bring the slide out in, because like, as you can see, there's only a 2-foot space. So this whole area comes to the wall, so all that needs to be cleared before you bring the slide out back in.
But also outside. So make sure that there's going to be about a 2 feet extension outside of the RV.
Correct. So just keep in mind of the trees, just different objects or whatever. Before you do slide it out, you don't want that, to come and, interfere with the slide out, hit it, damage it, whatever. So
okay, so what's next when we arrive?
So you arrived, you got your leveling system, the RV's leveled, you got your slide out, it's out, you're pretty much ready to go. All you're gonna want to do now is you want to turn your water pump on, and that's going to turn on the fresh water for the sink, the shower, everything. Water heater, you turn that on. You're just going to hold it.
The pilot light out will be on for about 15 seconds. So just don't be concerned. Just wait for 15 seconds and it will shut off. And we'll watch it there it goes.
So now the water heater's turned on, the water pump's on, the shower will work, the toilet will work, the faucet will work. This is the button for your level test. So this is going to give you all your black water, gray water, fresh water. LP is liquid propane, and battery charge. So you just periodically you want to check your levels. So right now we're pretty much 2/3 on fresh water and about 2/3 on liquid propane. So we're good, we're full. Our batteries are completely charged. Our gray water and our black water is completely empty. So you want to, as you use the toilet, the sink, and so on, so the shower water and the sink water is going to be your gray water, and this is going to fill up. Your black water is going to be the toilet. So this one, the gray water will probably fill a little bit faster than the black water, just depending on how much you use the shower, you use the sinks and stuff like that. So keep an eye on those two, and it might require you to, you know, if you're like staying longer than 2-3 days, you might have to dump in between. So
We'll go over dumping.
mhm.
But yeah, make sure you're checking that periodically.
And then the fresh water, I'll show you also. It's really easy to fill. If you're at an RV site, I have a hose that you hook from the RV water to the motorhome, and then you'll have consistent fresh water as well.